Hey guys, Retro Badger here. In this video, we're going to take a look at Klingon Academy in 2023, and yes, it is entirely possible to get this running on Windows 10 and Windows 11. Now, I'm very fortunate enough to actually have an original copy of Klingon Academy on all 6 CDs. All you need to do is install the game as normal, and then install something called the combined patch. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to post links, as YouTube really don't like that. But if you Google for Klingon Academy combined patch, you'll find what you're looking for. So to begin with, let's watch the introduction. Now, this game is so cinematic. I mean, it came on 6 CDs. I think that tells us a lot, really, doesn't it? That's a lot of movie content in this, and a few familiar actors. Oh, the memories! I genuinely haven't played this for like, oh gosh, a long time. I remember having the demo back in the year 2000. Or was it 1999 actually, the demo? Oh, I remember that. Phew, it translates. Ah, so that gives us the time period. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Wow.
General, positive identification of the trader's cruiser, linking to your tactical display.
Follow my intercept course. Take us around the fiercest fighting and deliver us near his flank.
Target shows no sign of evasion. General, forward weapons locked and ready.
Fire!
Your shield is down. Forward disruptors. Recharged and locked.
Hold fire. Lower shields.
General, they are beaten. I request the honor of delivering the final death stroke.
Maintain your position aft of their rear shield array until you hear from me directly. I will now bring an end to this charade. Chief Engineer, transport me to the Traitor's Bridge.
I care nothing for the damage to the engine.
Nice.
I want Chang. Shake him off and bring us back, or your head will adorn my...
Kalno, son of Georg. I challenge you under the ancient rites of blood peace. Your officers will bear witness.
Chang, this is not one of your lectures at the Academy. This is a warship of the House of Georg. Your life became my property the moment you beamed aboard. There will be no duel.
Our ancestors settled their differences in this fashion. The rite of blood peace may have fallen out of favor in this decadent age, but it is no less binding today. Or will you flaunt your cowardice in the very presence of your men?
You are a fool, Chang. Chancellor Lorak will fall. His illness weakens him by the hour. Already he is unfit to lead the High Council. Withdraw this challenge. Join me, and I will ensure a proper place for you within my new government.
You cannot avoid my challenge, Kalno. If it is Lorak's fate to be deposed, so be it. I will ensure his successor will be a man of honor, not a cowardly son of Georg.
Wow.
Where Hear your famous words of Shakespeare now, Chang. Had you accepted my offer, you would have lived to fight your true enemy. Now you're just a globfly on the road to my ascension.
Like how they're just watching. Wow.
Poor player. Life's but a walking shadow. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Wow, that was awesome. Can you believe it? General Chang. Okay, let's begin. Ooh, here we go. Another video? Yep, starring Christopher Plummer. There we go. It should say, starring Son of Moog. Well, Michael Dorn. He is actually in this, believe it or not.
At last, this day has arrived. So many years of training, study, and instruction. Now I, Torlek, son of Rokva, have earned a place in this hall. The honor to my family name alone was worth the struggle. But what will the general think? Will he recognize that I possess the strength to lead my fellow warriors into battle? Will he... He's here.
This game is so cinematic. It really is.
I officially welcome you to the Klingon Defense Forces Elite Command Academy. You have surpassed your peers to earn a place within this distinguished hall. But I tell you, this is not enough. In the days to come, you will be tested well beyond your current limitations. Most of you will fail, and failure will mean your immediate dismissal from this institution. Past achievements mean nothing here. I am not interested in the names of your fathers, nor of your family's lineage. What I am interested in is your breaking point. How will you conduct yourselves in battle? How far will you go to preserve your honor and fulfill your duty? These are simple questions that will decide the fate of our empire. One day there will be a war with our true enemy, the Federation. There are those who disagree, but it will happen. Before that day arrives, your role within this great conflict must be determined. This academy was conceived to create the very finest warship commanders in the galaxy. Those few of you who succeed will be granted immediate command of a warship. For those who do not, there will be no disgrace. Whatever becomes of you, either at this academy or beyond, never forget, you are all Klingon warriors. Klingon warriors. I have placed a challenge before you. Let us conclude this address and begin the trials.
Ooh, here we go. Right, finally, let's try the training mission. Here we go. As you can see,
This training
we're in
exercise
full
is designed
HD.
to teach you the absolute basics of ship combat. Some of the more complex options have been disabled. As you demonstrate competence in performing the tasks presented to you, these restrictions will be lifted. First, we begin with your heads-up display, or HUD. The lower left display contains your ship's information. The numbers to the right indicate their damage status, given from 0 to 100%. The status of your ship's shield system is represented by a blue circle surrounding a top-down view of your ship. This circle is broken up into 4 segments, representing your forward, left, right, and rear shields. The strength of each is represented numerically, ranging from 0 to 100%. Your top and bottom shields are represented by a smaller blue circle, just to the right of the main shield indicator. It too displays the strength of these shields numerically, ranging from 0 to 100%. Along the top right of the display window are your weapon status indicators. From left to right, these display your primary, secondary, and heavy weapons. When you fire a weapon, its indicator will darken. As a weapon recharges,
So it
the
does.
indicator brightens. These indicators are normally orange when the weapon is fully charged, and turn green
Whoops.
if a target is within that weapon's firing arc.
I just shot a planet. Alright, okay.
No warship captain, regardless of his skill, can fight effectively without his crew. You will now learn how to issue orders and commands to them. The Verbal Order System, or VOS, is your direct contact with your bridge officers. Along the bottom of your HUD are your bridge crew and their corresponding number keys. Pressing any of these number keys will bring up a menu in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. These menus are the heart of the Verbal Order System, and each one represents a list of commands you can issue to your bridge crew. A good captain can increase a ship's effectiveness 100-fold with proper use of his bridge crew. To target an enemy in sensor range, you must use your ship's targeting computer through the VOS. Now press 8, then 4 to target the nearest enemy. The lower right window now contains your target's information. In this case, a Federation cargo tanker.
Haha.
This target display is very similar to your ship's display, and will provide critical information about your target during battle. The center of your HUD will display an arrow indicating what direction your target is in, and how far your ship must turn to face it. Face your target by turning your ship in the direction of the indicator. To change your ship's facing, simply move the joystick in the direction you wish to travel, or use the arrow keys. Once you have done so, and your target is visible on your screen, notice that your target is highlighted by 3 arrows. This will help you find your target in large engagements when there may be multiple enemy vessels visible on your screen.
Yeah, that's one thing that sets this game apart really from Bridge Commander, is how in depth it is. So each officer, you can tweak the ship's systems to do all sorts. It is very, very in depth, this game, as you can see. If you look here, look at the engineering. We can boost power, repair priority, emergency maneuver, that's a good one. You can also mess around with the sensors. You've got ECM and things like that. Okay, here we go.
What a fine collection of warriors. So eager for battle. Are you prepared to destroy your enemy? Really? Today, you will fire the first shots in a campaign that will lead to the destruction of the Federation. This campaign is not real, but I assure you, it will be worse than real. If you can defeat them in my simulated trials, you will be able to defeat them anywhere, at any time. I believe you know when an enemy intends you harm, but are you truly prepared? Have you meticulously observed your enemy? Have you discerned his weaknesses, appraised his strengths, discovered his greatest hopes and fears? To know your enemy is to defeat him before you have faced him. Do not wait until you meet in the coldness of space, for space is the harshest instructor. In any future conflict, the Federation expects a coordinated assault by the Klingon and Romulan empires. They expect us to seize territory along the border, then entrench ourselves for a protracted conflict. Therefore, we will do no such thing. We will begin by creating a breach in the infamous neutral zone. Your task, as part of the Gorcha Group 1, will be to pave the way for our heavy strike forces. Over the years, Starfleet has installed powerful sensor probe nets along their side of the neutral zone to monitor our movements, while a cloaked vessel is extremely difficult to detect under normal conditions. It can be traced at short range by a sufficiently powerful probe net. We must destroy their probe nets without alerting Starfleet before our strike groups can cross the neutral zone. Jamming cruisers will be positioned along the probe net in the Targa sector. Once these are in place and all communications jammed, you will destroy the sensor probes and their monitoring stations. Now, make your approach. Under cloak. The element of surprise must be maintained. Good hunting.
Here we go.
Sir, Commander Thokmok is hailing the fleet.
Open channel.
I am Instructor Thokmok, and it is I who will evaluate your performance within these trials. It is my duty to recommend your advancement when you have earned it, or to seek your dismissal if you have failed. Do not confuse me with my famous brother, Colonel Worf, the Imperial Arbiter for the High Council. I am not here to speak for you or to defend you. I am here to help General Chang test you beyond your breaking point. Now that you know this, we will begin. In this mission, cadets, you are responsible for creating a breach in the Federation probe net along the neutral zone. You must destroy the monitoring stations in your assigned systems and several of their sensor probes. The element of surprise is crucial. Jamming cruisers have been ordered to disrupt enemy communications within each targeted system. Approach your targets while cloaked. Your assigned jamming cruiser will signal you for when to commence the attack. After your targets are destroyed, remain with your assigned jamming cruiser until it warps out. May Otter guide you, cadets. Cloak your vessels and proceed to the Federation border. Thokmok out.
Captain, we have received our assignment. We are to hit the Beta Ceti monitoring station and its probe net.
Right. So yeah, I had to skip the rest of the tutorial because unfortunately it glitched and I couldn't progress past it. So now we are on, well, I suppose this is a tutorial, isn't it? Tutorial mission 1, but look at those graphics. So I've got it running at 1920 by 1080. So let's go. So first of all, we need to cloak. As you can see, I've got all the options down below. The only issue with running it at this resolution is how tiny everything looks. It's quite hard to read.
Engage cloak.
Okay, so we're cloaking. And then we need to warp. Should we do warp 9? And that was, of course, Michael Dorn that was talking a minute ago. Not to be confused with the Son of Moog. So, there we go. There's the station that we need to destroy.
We have arrived in the Beta Ceti system undetected, sir.
So, we need to get closer. And we need to wait for permission to open fire.
The Huia Gong has begun jamming the system, sir.
There we go.
We are clear to proceed with our attack.
Let's go for it.
Quarter impulse. Disengage cloak.
Just out of range, I think.
Half impulse.
Gotta be careful not to crash into it, of course. In this game, you can easily collide into other ships, and it will cause massive damage, which is something we don't want. This game was created by the same people that made Starfleet Command, of the Starfleet Command series.
Health impulse.
And I think the creators of Bridge Commander took some heavy inspiration from this game.
A Federation starship has entered the system.
Yeah, you see, I was about to collide them with the station, so we don't want that.
Quarter impulse.
Once you learn the combinations to bring the menus up, it's not too bad. But at first, it is a bit overwhelming. Here we go. Got him.
The Beta Ceti monitoring station has been destroyed.
Excellent. Right. Who's next? We need to target the nearest enemy. That looks like a phaser ray. Yep. What I'm going to do is cloak.
Engage cloak. Right away, sir.
And that gives us a chance then to find the monitoring post again, wherever it's gone. Do we have a map? Hey, look at that. I didn't know you could do that. I'd really like to know where. Let's see, standing on it. Okay, well, let's just take these out.
Disengage cloak.
I hear torpedoes being fired, actually. That's not good. Ah! Federation starship. Oberth class, eh? Well, they've got a sense of humour. Quite hard to get a torpedo lock on a ship that maneuverable. Oh, just missed. Luckily we got disruptors, I guess. It's a very slow-paced game, this, so compared to Bridge Commander, it's a completely different type of game. Oh look, there's a sensor array. Might as well. Yay, we hit him with the torpedo, finally. It's harder than it looks. I believe we have to get rid of this ship, because if we don't, it will take out the jamming ships, which will then result in a mission failure, which we don't want, as he wants to disappoint General Chang. For the time, though, I think the graphics were pretty good. We didn't have anything really like it. I mean, of course, we had Starfleet Command. But this is true, like in a true 3D plane, isn't it? Gosh, they're really running away. Cowards. Ah, there's a sensor array. Right, let's just take out these, because I'm getting sick of chasing that thing. Right. Okay, my disruptors are actually missing. That's funny, isn't it?
All stop.
That's the collision alarm. Not sure what they're doing. Right, let's see. Oh, here they come. The shields are at 100% now. That's good. Not. Look at that. I almost think the AI or the computer ships in this game are more intelligent than the ones in Bridge Commander. They got some interesting tactics.
Health impulse.
Right away, sir.
We can also do something called an emergency turn, which makes the ship basically pivot in space, but it puts a lot of strain on the hull. It's not advised, really. In fact, let's try it.
Emergency turn.
Yeah, look at that. You can just... It's good for combat. Oh, that was close. We almost collided. I think the ship we're in is about as powerful as an Oberth class, which isn't the best, really.
Shield is down 50%.
Quarter impulse.
Right away, sir.
Yeah, we've almost got the shields down completely. Oh, they just lost a bit of the ship. See, look at that for detail. Part of the ship just broke off. I love that. There they go again. So you can literally spend ages doing one of these battles. A bit like chess. But I think that's by design. They wanted it this way. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Health impulse.
Where in Bridge Commander we're used to battles ending in a matter of minutes, these ones can go on for so long. Looks like they got some hull damage there, gosh. So their hull's at 56% right now. We do not want to collide. I don't think we'd survive. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're a bit close, aren't they?
Quarter impulse.
Right away, sir. Shield is down.
Look how close they are. Oh. Not sure why they're doing that, but whatever. Look at that. I swear they did that on purpose. We just collided straight into them.
All stop.
Right away, sir.
Take them out. Hey, there we go.
Sir, enemy resistance has been eliminated.
Excellent. So now we just need to cripple the probe net. Gladly. Now I am used to hearing that music in Bridge Commander. The celebration music. It's pretty annoying targeting the enemy though, because go through the subsystem menus. Now, I used to have a printout of all of the keys of the keyboard, because every single key on your keyboard had a function, basically. I'm going to have to print it out. Can't be many left now, surely. How many do we have to destroy? Hang on, cripple probe net, scan probe net. Whoops, I never scanned it.
The control probe for this cluster has been identified, Captain.
Ah, rats. See, there you go. I didn't follow instructions, did I? Where is the control probe then? Please do tell me. I make these mistakes, so you don't have to.
This sensor group has been disabled, Captain.
Sound like pirates, don't we? And Chang does have an eye patch. Ah.
The Federation probe net has been disabled, sir. Mission objective complete.
Yeah, finally. Wow, that took a while. Yeah, graphically, I am impressed. Looks a little bit like early Bridge Commander.
You succeeded in completing your objectives quickly and efficiently. Good work. Let us see how well you do now that the war has actually begun. Dismissed, Cadet.
Well, there we go. We completed Mission 1 of Klingon Academy. It took me a few attempts to do that, and it is quite overwhelming. I've got to be honest with all of the menu options, but still, it's a lot of fun, and really far ahead of its time, especially with all of the movie cutscenes. And of course we have General Chang and Michael Dorn. I'm going to create a new series playing through this game, so we've completed Mission 1, Under the Breach, and Mission 2 will be uploaded soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.